research is the literature is available in Chinese language. At present, only one book is available with this extended application, which I actually got from the extended group of China. They have lots of things because Chinese people work in Chinese, they do their research in Chinese, they write their paper in Chinese. They don't use English language. So English language is very problematic. Means we can say it is very difficult to talk to the Chinese people because they don't know English. So lot many things are coming after 1 or 2 years. I am going to concentrate on basic element theory because this is my talk. This is very not possible to see the entire extension theory. Basic element theory, again there are so many parts. I will just write with the DC group, you can take the PPTs. So basic element theory again is divided in extensible analysis theory. Then we have so many concepts of divergence theory, correlative analysis, implication analysis, open up analysis. So lot many analysis work is done in advance. If we do the planning work at beginning level, there might be no problem of any sort of contradiction. This is the concept of Professor Chan, which he actually suggested. And there are so many analytical model, conjugate analysis, then we have extension, transformer theory, transformation from -2 plus. If we have some problem at the minus side, how we can transform the things. Then we have extension set theory, which is actually based on the previous analysis. We can go with some basic extension transformation, then we can go with some dependent function, and finally extension logic. Means once we develop the complete analysis along with state theory, now we can apply some logics. So the logics are applied with the help of computers. We can take the help of software. So here it is a combination of whatever we think. You have to write it, then you have to analyze it, and then you have to apply the latest mathematical tool, whatever, MATLAB or any software programming language we can apply for the development. If we talk about what are the things related to the processes, problem definition, I think many of MTech, how many of in the MTech or finished the MTech? कितने लोग MTech हो चुके हैं या चल रहा है? I think सभी को ये चीज मालूम होगी problem definition होगी सबसे पहले. First of all, the problem definition is given. I'm just going very systematically how the extended processes are working. It is very similar to our normal process which we do during our masters and PhD. Problem definition, then information gathering, we can say in a different way, literature survey. Information organization, whatever literature survey is done, we have to organize in a proper way. Then we have conceptual combination, then we have to actually combine the concept together to solve a problem. Then we have to generate some idea. So on the basis of literature, we can generate some idea. Then idea evaluation. What idea we develop, then we have to evaluate. And next comes implementation planning. Now we have to plan how we can implement with the help of any software language or MATLAB. And finally, solution monitoring. If we are able to do a proper implementation, then definitely we are going to get some sort of solutions from that. Then again we can go reverse back and then to modify, then likely we can work. Basic element theory depending on 3 things. There are 3 basic elements: matter element, affair element, and relation element. Here there are something which is not related to electronics. These are some philosophical things. But for innovation, you have to think about it. Today, as we are very much familiar with fuzzy logic, I will definitely tell you after 20 years, this will be the new concept, extends. So, we have to go some philosophical matter element, affair element. We have to interrelate each and everything. Affair element, if I have some particular, how I can deal with my HODs. So this is a kind of a relation element. So likewise, you have to think about the research. The matter, we can say the physical or non-physical existence. Matter can be a physical or non-physical. Then afferent relation are the basic element for analysis to solve the quantitative problem. Now we have to consider each and everything. This is not actually never told us for doing any sort of research, but this is a new technique. We have to do it. How we can do? Okay, this is a basic fundamental concept how the basic element theory works. Generally we use the matrix. I think all of you are familiar. Here we have three things. One is object. Then the object may be entity, denotes object, matter, event or relationship. Either we can take matter, affair element or relation element. Object, then we have some characteristics. Means every object must have some characteristics. For example, I want to define this particular bottle. Bottle can be object. What are the characteristics of bottle? The material. Material can be characteristics. Size can be a characteristics. And next come the value. If I am talking about the material, material means the characteristics. What is the value? Plastic. Plastic is the value of the material. So likewise we have to analyze each and everything. Okay, so likewise number of characteristics can be created for this particular bottle. The cap, size, width, the capacity of bottle can be the characteristics. And related to the characteristics we can keep the value. So likewise we can do the very fundamental research for externals. If we have some object or advanced objective, proper objective having different characteristics with some values, so multiple characteristics can be generated. Means for one plastic bottle, we may have multiple number of objects, multiple number of characteristics along with the values. What are the characteristics of matter? The subject, suppose bottle is my particular thing. I will give you one example so we can, I am able to try to connect with you likely. The subject may be unique, non-physical and physical, non-physical and physical components, soft and hard, latent and apparent part, negative and positive part for a particular object. Let us see the details. Non-physical and physical means the product's entity, its a real physical part, and the brand and the reputation of a company is non-physical part. A bottle, which company? Honeydew company is the product name. The object is basically here the product. Product is bottle and the brand name is Honeydew. So likewise we can differentiate between non-physical and physical part. Second, soft and hard. Matter's component as a hard part of matter, the relationship between matter and its component as a soft part. Hard part means the plastic, so water is the inside the, without water we can say it's a soft part. Latent and apparent part, how we can differentiate? Latent and apparent part may be dynamic change. At present one student